So I've been running around all evening, all night, putting up signs for the yard sale, blasting it out everywhere. Got some stuff here on the ground, taking inventory of, taking pics, getting it listed for sale. So I'd be lying if I said there wasn't an element of procrastination into the whole process of selling these things. I think the yard sale is gonna be fun because I'm gonna just get cash money on the spot. On the flip side of that, I'm not excited to sell my Harley. I'm just gonna do what I said and basically make everything for sale. And if I can sell it, then I'll figure out a way to make things work without it.
Going from broke empowers young people drowning in debt.
I can't do this.
To become the CEOs of their own lives. I'm Dan Rosenzweig, CEO of Chegg. My co-host, Tanya Rapley, and I are here to help people find their way out of suffocating debt.
This is the year.
What you're about to see are real-time, unfiltered conversations airing the same week in which we shot them. This is Going From Broke in real time.
This Saturday, I'm having a yard sale. I'm trying to go all out. Like I'm trying to not only have the yard sale of yard sales, I'm trying to get the cops called because the street's flooded with people and traffic can't move through. So the yard sale's too popping.
We don't need those problems. You don't want your yard sale shut down. You want to sell what you need to sell. You're not going to spend any money putting on this yard sale, are you? Because that's what I don't want you to do.
I have scrap wood that I'm going to just hand paint or have people help me hand paint, Sharpie marker, make signs.
Don't forget you can use social media and other avenues to advertise it for free. You want to make this as successful as possible so you can pay down that $3,000 balance as well as any other balances that you have so that we can get you closer to being debt-free so you can actually focus on what you want to focus on. So we have Kim Perrell from Entrepreneur Magazine here to talk to you, answer any questions that you have, as well as things we can do to get you started on your entrepreneurial journey as you dig yourself out of debt. So Kim, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm so happy to be here and great to meet you, Ryan. I really am curious, how do you define yourself as an entrepreneur since you're in debt today? I guess, what is your big vision? What is your goal today to get out of debt? Is that the current goal?
Yeah, first and foremost, I need to get out of debt. I think that anything else that I want to do in the future doesn't matter if I can't get to that point and not make it like a tangible, realistic thing, as Tanya loves to put. And I appreciate you for putting me check because we all need that.
It sounds like you've got a great business. So you have a construction business. There couldn't be a better time, right? This is the moment. Is that going well for you right now?
It's going really well, actually. The reason I started this business, predominantly it was based on demand. Over the past few months, I've actually been speaking with some real estate developers that recently relocated here from New York City because everything's shut down there. And I've heard from multiple people there's going to be about a 2-year window of time, and then things are going to start to trickle back down there. So I figure I have 2 years while this faucet's on just to make a lot of money, stock away cash.
You happen to be sitting on, I'd say, a gold mine, right time, right place, being able to say, I'm going to do X in 2 years, whether it's sell it, scale it, start it, whatever that focus point is. I'm going to be out of debt in less than 12 months. Can we get that specific for you?
People have been telling me for the longest time now to write things down and keep track of it, and
let's go get a piece of paper. I see there. What's behind you? I can write it down for you and send it to you. Yes, let's write it down. What are we going to put? What's our vision? Let's write it.
Get out of debt.
So get out of debt by when? Can you do it in 12 months? I believe anything's achievable with 1 year.
Let's do May.
So can you do it by 1 year from
May
today?
2020. Screw it. Let's do 2022. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, absolutely I can.
Yes. Okay, so you've got your vision, you wrote it down, you're with me, I'm with you, I'm writing down your goal. I wrote this book, The Execution Factor. It really tracked, since I've invested a lot of companies, I've seen a lot of successes, and I know what separates the good from the great, what makes those entrepreneurs successful, and I believe it is execution, which has 5 key traits. And one is what you just did, having that crystal clear vision of what you want to achieve. So whether it be get out of debt, start a business, run a marathon, it doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's clearly articulated, and there's a date by it. So I want to do X by when. When is that? It's your North Star. So when you get off track and you go down like a Bitcoin journey of wherever you're going, which is fun to research, and I totally am 100% believe it's a great opportunity, but it's not the opportunity right now. The opportunity right now is to get out of debt, to focus on your current business, and then having the passion to the relentless passion to do it. And what that means is do it when it gets hard. So passion is a Latin root word for pain or suffering. So what do you love so much? Like if you want to be an entrepreneur so badly, what would you suffer for to do that? You know, everyone has 24 hours in a day. You're going to have to do things you don't want to do. You're going to have to sell things you don't want to sell, but do you want it bad enough? And then take action. You know, it's hard to do, right? It's easy to dream. It's hard to do. And my goal and my passion is help entrepreneurs and individuals like you with great ideas turn them into action. So the first step, if I were you tomorrow, I'm going to sell. Let's sell. Let's put a list of everything we're going to sell and just start selling it. And then it's about resilience. Like it's hard. I know. I've been bankrupt. I've been broke. I've been laid off. Served. You name it. It's happened to me. And I'm relentless in the pursuit of what I want. So like, I don't let anything, stop me from pursuing what I believe. And I can see you have the similar passion. Like you can see it, you know what you want. And then it's leveraging these relationships like Dan and Tanya. You have great assets and great mentors surrounding you. So how do you leverage those in order to become that person that you want to be? In 2 years, 28, that is like, you have the world ahead of you. You have so much opportunity. It's like, let's make sure we're putting in the hard time now to get to where you want to be in the future, because I believe in you. Like, I believe you have the opportunity to be a serial entrepreneur.
Kim, can you share your story with Ryan? I know he's familiar with some
Yeah,
of the work
that'd be
you've
amazing.
done, but can you share your
Yes,
story?
I'm happy. So I started similar, younger than you, my friend. My first company, I was 23, right after the dot-com crash, and I found myself bankrupt, unemployed, broke, devastated, literally did not want to get out of bed. I just felt like such a failure, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And I believed in the internet. It was a very long time ago, and I believed in this opportunity, and no one wanted to make a bet on me. I could not get a loan, so thankfully for you, you could get a loan. No one would give me $1, to be honest, except for my grandma. And my grandma made a bet on me. I had a great idea, and she gave me $10,000. And when you only have $10,000, and that's a lot of money, you have no choice but to make that work. And so I started my own digital advertising company, and I honestly started at my kitchen table, right? And I worked for 3 years at my kitchen table, day in, day out, day in and day out. People thought I was crazy. I was able to grow and able to sell, and I sold my last company in 2014 for $235 million. So I believe in the power of having a very clear vision. Are you prepared to sit at your table for 3 to 5 years in relentless pursuit of your dream? And if you're not, I wouldn't become an entrepreneur. Like, you have to sacrifice. Get used to saying no, right? Can you? No. I have this vision. I'm in relentless pursuit of achieving it. I have 1 year. For the next year, all I'm going to do is this.
Ryan, what are you hearing here? Because what I'm hearing is that your dreams have to be more valuable than these toys you're accumulating. The boats you're putting in your backyard, the cars that you're driving.
It's all
You have
about
a
that
boat
linear
in your
focus.
backyard?
Just like you said, relentless pursuit. Yeah. I keep
What
forgetting
is
that
it
I have
doing?
that.
There's
You
a
have
boat
a
in the
lake in your backyard? We got to get rid of the boat.
What else
Nah,
do you
there's
have
a
in your
river,
backyard?
like, down the road.
Ryan, tell her the things you have in your
Yeah,
backyard.
I have a boat, 2 trailers, three
Why?
vehicles. I have a lot of stuff.
You're in charge of your life, right? Just like you're in charge of your business. So just remember, I think it's important to remember that. Like, you're the one making the decisions. You just have to choose wisely the decisions you're making, both personally and professionally, because they do directly have an influence on each other. Ryan, I believe in you. I'm excited to see what you can do when you quit all the excuses and you execute.
Thank you so much.
That's
That means a
awesome.
lot. It really does.